If you go on to enjoy the video, please consider hitting that like button and subscribing. It does really help me out a lot. And if you're into Funko Pops, I've just started a brand new channel dedicated to them. The link for that can be found in the description. And beat the random lottery that is FIFA points by buying the coins direct from u7buy.com. Use code TVM at checkout for a 5% discount, or if you're a new customer, get 8% discount. The link is down below. What is going on, guys? Tim here. Welcome back to a brand new episode. Not an episode, a video. It's going to be a review of probably the greatest football player to ever grace a football pitch, Jari Litmanen. Not a sought-after card in FIFA, purely because he's not particularly great. They've done him a little bit dirty, really, in terms of stats and such. I mean, it's a good card, but it's not... I don't think it represents him very well at all, considering this is a moments card, which means it should be the best version of what this card is. And it's the same with quite a lot of icons, actually. There are quite a few icons out there that do not represent how good that particular player was. Alan Shearer, for example, should be, in my opinion, higher rated than his card actually is, but also he should feel good in game, and he doesn't. Jari Litmanen can feel decent in game, but doesn't feel sensational, which is very annoying because we're sort of restricted to the way that this game plays. So yeah, you can take... I'm trying to think of a really bad player to use, but you can use a really tall, very almost like Giroud then, I suppose, right? So in real life, Olivier Giroud is decent. You can't deny it. He's actually a good player, right? Okay, he's not up there with Messi and Ronaldo, but he is a good player. But in FIFA, if you just use the normal Giroud, absolutely dreadful. And the reason for that is because he just doesn't suit the way this game is played. If this game was a much slower crossing affair, people like Olivier Giroud would get used more often, or at least they would have done at the start of the game. I think he's got a special card as well, which probably would have been used a lot more as well. But that's aside, right? So my point is, this guy in real life, absolutely magnificent. Honestly, is my favourite football player of all time. Such a good player. But in FIFA, just doesn't really come up to the standard you'd kind of hope, right? So 3-star skills, I mean, you can kind of understand it, but at the same time, would it have really hurt to give him 4-star? Probably not. 4-star weak foot, high attacking work rate, medium body type, average body type, and then the 5'11", which is obviously fine. Pace-wise, probably a little bit quicker in-game than he probably should be. 80 and mid-80, acceleration and sprint speed, really good in front of goal, positioning, shot power, long shots are good, ball control, reactions, composure. In my opinion, the composure should be higher because he is so controlled on the ball in real life. You know, you give him the ball and he could be surrounded by 4 or 5 players, but it just feels like he has time and he has space for days. And passing, he can ping a pass in real life. Well, he could. I don't know if he still can. He probably can. But I was watching a video of him in his youth team. I think he was about 12 years of age. Every time they gave him the ball, you'd hear the coach on the coach on the sideline scream "Jari, Jari," and then he'd look up and he'd ping a pass. And he's 12, and he'd ping a pass like 30, 40 yards, and it would reach the intended target 9 times out of 10. His ball control even then was outrageous. So in FIFA, obviously trying to play with him a little bit how he would have played in real life, because that's how I get my kicks, my jollies, my fun. I like doing that with certain players. I'm hoping at some point, I don't know how much he is because I haven't looked him up, but I'm hoping to be able to pick up Dennis Bergkamp at some point. He's probably one of my favourite players of all time as well. Litmanen's definitely number 1, but Bergkamp comes in the top 5 for sure. What a player Dennis Bergkamp was. But yeah, just playing with them in game, how you used to watch them, or how you've seen clips of them if you're not old enough to actually have seen them play in your youth or whatever, then yeah, it's just a lot more fun to be able to go into a game and do that and try and recreate some of the stuff. Jari Litmanen scored a lot of volleys, and they just got better and better as he got older as well. I think because the opposition got a little bit, not worse, but worse. But yeah, I like it. I don't know, it's fun. And I tried to score a couple of volleys, and there is one particular volley in here that made me go, oh my days, and I am going to incorporate it into an intro very soon. And I think that'll probably be my intro forever, because I really did enjoy myself. But in terms of, an objective point of view, I know he's my favourite player of all time, and I have to have a version of Jari Litmanen on my account at any one given time. But from a neutral point of view, this was a good goal. Good passing move. Bang. What a finish with his weak foot, by the way. He's all right. He's nothing special, which is obviously a bit frustrating because I feel like he should be something special. Every icon in their own right should be something special. And Jari Litmanen in-game, for someone who doesn't know of him in real life or doesn't care, is decent. There's nothing really wrong with him, but he's not going to be the first name on everyone's team sheet. And with good reason as well. So, ball control's good. Dribbling could be better, and I feel like it should be better. Volley again. Oh, love it. He loves a volley. That's not the goal, by the way. The goal is the final clip. It might not even be that impressive to you, but I don't score many of these type of goals, so it was a little bit impressive to me. But yeah, his passing is good for the most part anyway. It would be nice if he had better dribbling ability. His balance and his agility can let him down at times, but at the same time, he shouldn't really be that agile anyway, because he wasn't really that type of player. He could ping a pass and he can sort of work his way out of a tight space, but he wasn't really the sort of Giovinco or Insigne type player where he's really agile and able to sort of work his way through. This is the goal. This is the finish. Oh, suits you, sir. Do you like it? I do. A big fan of that goal. Big fan. I knew it was like 7-1 and the guy was less than great, but no offense. But either way, it was still an awful lot of fun to score that goal. I'm trying to review him from a neutral point of view, and he's probably not a card you want to pick up. Definitely not a card you want to pick up, actually. I mean, for 200 and whatever it is, 200,000 coins, 250k maybe at a push, depending on your platform, there are definitely better cards out there. But in terms of fans of Jari Litmanen, you pick him up, you will have fun with him. I guarantee it. I've used the Prime. I don't think did I do a review of the Prime? I can't remember. Either way, I used the Prime quite a lot, and it was decent. And for a fan of the player, it is fun to use. But in terms of the ultimate experience, this is it. You need if you're a fan of Jari Litmanen in real life, you need to pick up this card and just try and have as much fun with him as you possibly can, because he's fun to pass with, fun to go on little runs with, to score nice goals with and stuff. But apart from the sort of nostalgia and the personal attachment, the emotional attachment that I have to him, do I recommend him to anyone? No, not really. Just one of those cards, good enough. Can finish, can control the ball. His first touch is very good. He can score volleys for days. His finishing is quite solid. His composure is really nice. But he just doesn't really suit the game, if that makes sense. Not the most agile of players, not the fastest. The skill moves does kind of let him down here or there. The strength isn't great. But there we are. My favourite player of all time. Let me know in the comments, who is your favourite player of all time? And does he have a card in FIFA? And if he does, have you used him? If you have enjoyed this player review, hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. And until the next time, goodbye.